Hi, this is Tarot Down Under. Welcome to my channel. I'm providing a general reading for a general audience. I had proceeded with this reading and realized that the video didn't go all the way through. So I've kind of made my way through a reading which is quite comprehensive, and I feel like it's very aligned with itself. I came across some content recently where the reading just came across really consistently and smoothly. So I do want to persevere with this reading. So I'll just backtrack a little bit and kind of get us up to speed in terms of where we're at the reading. This is a general reading for a general audience. So if the video resonates with you, great. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more readings, and try and take away something from the reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't force the reading. There's no point pushing a square into a circle hole. So, just take away parts that resonate. And if none of it does, just enjoy the video, and perhaps you could learn something about tarot or spirituality or some kind of general advice. But we started off the reading here with we start off the reading with the Four of Swords, which speaks of someone who is healing, or in this case has healed, has been doing healing, has come out of a situation, a relationship or a situation, and is preparing for a new one. So, sometimes we go from one relationship or one situation to another quite quickly. And this could be the case in your situation. So, you've been strong. The cards are suggesting that you've shown strength in this situation. It's been required. And the Wheel of Fortune has come in following that strength card, which does speak of return in fortune, return of karma, good karma is coming your way for doing the hard yards. So, a good place to be in. If this is readings resonating with you, you've put yourself in a situation where you've got some positive returns coming through hard work and diligence. We had the Page of Wands come out. We had the Knight of Wands come out, and we had the Three of Wands come out. So the Page of Wands came out in reverse, and this suggests that this new situation or relationship or new goal that you set yourself is requiring it's going to require some planning before you can really attack it with that Knight of Wands fast, fiery energy. With the Three of Wands does speak of preparedness. So you are very much prepared at the moment. And we had the Hermit come out. So the Hermit speaks of introspection. It's a card of the Virgo who are, I guess, an inwards type person. They are quite a giving and generous and community orientated person, but they do need that kind of introspection and that personal time to really center themselves, to be that person for others. So that's perhaps what you've got to implement now in your own life, whether you're a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. I feel this is indicative of your energy. So you need to really just prepare yourself before taking this action. So personally, not so much the situations in terms of emotional or external things, but just really focus on yourself and then start with that hard work. Once you kind of take that leap of faith, that fiery, passionate kind of approach to that new beginning, just keep your head down, do that hard work, and that's going to prove to be supported by smooth waters ahead, smooth and trouble-free situations. You can see in this card that the individual is moving from rough waters down in the bottom right here to smoother waters. They have gone through quite a lot, and the swords there indicate those kind of past trials and tribulations. So you've gone through your fair share of trial and tribulations, whether it be recently or in your life. So in the reading, I was speaking of good and bad, and the fact that life does herald both good and bad kind of situations and fortune for us. Sometimes we go through a lot of bad things in life, early in life, or just a particular point in life, and then we kind of start to feel defeated, like, is it going to get better? And yeah, it will get better. If you keep taking the positive action and doing the right things in terms of preparing yourself and putting your life in alignment with the goals and who you are and what you want out of life, then those good things will come. It's just a matter of time. The strength card indicates that you've been doing the hard yards for a while, and it's going to pay off. This Six of Swords is a very promising card. It does speak of that positive kind of situation that's upcoming for you. One card that I haven't mentioned that came out earlier was this Five of Cups. So you are leaving a situation that did provide a bit of disappointment for you. But behind you, the Two of Cups, which speaks of new beginnings and reciprocal energy, in relationship. That's genuinely waiting there for you, sitting there upright, sturdy, and patiently for you. When you're ready and turn around, you're going to have what you're looking for. You've, like the cards have suggested, you've done a lot of work, and it's going to pay off, and your reward's sitting there waiting for you. And that leads to this bridge here and over to this kind of ideal situation, this world that you've been longing for, working for, and you thought might have been associated with these Three of Cups, which wasn't the case. Perhaps it kind of got you into a position where you have these two cups behind you and have a vision of this world that you want to have. So don't be disappointed and feel like you haven't learned or taken away something from this last situation or grown as a person, because you have. That's what this card indicates. So prepare for good things. If you put in this hard work, do that introspection, then the good things are just around the corner. Now, this is wanting to jump out. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is one of the ultimate kind of circumstances in terms of material and stability in life. So, that's just around the corner. It kind of wanted to jump out. It didn't completely jump out in a really kind of, hey, I'm here type way, but it jumped out in a way that, like, hey, look, I'm hanging around, I'm ready, I'm waiting for you. So do that hard work, do that introspection, and that Ten of Pentacles is yours. That's friends, that's family, that's work, that's, self-fulfillment, that's nature, that's, you've got the dogs here, it's community, it's pack, it's, warmth, it's love, it's all those good things that we kind of want in life. The Three of Swords has come out in reverse. This is the card of heartbreak. So you've been heartbroken in a relationship or in life. It does feel like there was a relationship of quite significant means that has disrupted and upset you, that you have been healing from and pretty much have healed from. There's Three of Swords speaks of heartbreak that's not quite the worst of the worst, whether you've kind of managed to avoid it or you've healed from it or you've gotten past it. The Three of Swords in reverse is what we want to see. Three of Swords upright does mean heartbreak, whether we even know it or not. So it's good that that's not the circumstance for you at this stage. We'll see what else can come out, if anything. So we've got another one half wanting to jump out. So Queen of Cups. I feel like there is a feminine energy waiting for you. Whether you have to kind of make a move on them or they have to make a move on you, it does feel like there's someone of strong, mature readiness, emotional stability, who really has a good place in life and is wanting to share that with someone and wanting to share that with you. So you may need to come into, or I feel that you need to actually work on yourself and get yourself right and prepare yourself, and then this situation will come in, you'll be ready for it and you'll be able to find it and it will work. Just like the Eight of Pentacles suggests, it's going to work when you're working. So make the change that you want to see, be the change that you want to see, and that's gonna be what allows you to have that new start with this strong feminine energy. And that doesn't mean that we're talking about a female or a male. The feminine energy can be embodied by both a man or a woman, so, or anyone else for that matter. The Lovers. So yeah, look, I feel that you've had options. You're in a beginning, kind of early stages of life. You're looking for that romance, that kind of relationship that's going to take you somewhere in life. You've had your options and you're kind of exploring them, and I feel that whether you've been someone who's trying to work it out and look at different options, or you've just kind of been faced with different options when really you didn't want to be in a situation where you had to kind of pick and choose. But sometimes in life we're put in that position whether we like it or not. The Sun card's jumping out at me, which does suggest that this new energy coming in is promising. So there's going to be a new passionate beginning, very fiery, very, very passionate. Nine of Swords. So you, or the person, or a person you've been dealing with in the past, is struggling with this new beginning, or will be struggling with this new beginning. When you enter this new relationship, either you're struggling with it now, or the other person's struggling with it, or someone else who you've been dealing with is going to be struggling with it. So I'm not sure exactly. Can we get some clarification on this Nine of Swords? Spirit, please provide some clarification on this Nine of Swords. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune's come out sideways. I think it's wanted to come around. So that new beginning is on its way. And I think you have to move on from this last situation that is pulling on your energy. We have the Five of Cups coming out again. So I think this Five of Cups, your past is kind of plaguing you a little bit. You may need to get some closure on that. Whether that's approaching that person for closure, or allowing that past person or past situation to come in and affect you. You may need to be affected by it to move on to this new energy. The Lovers speaks of lovers, but I guess it's just as indicative of choices. You may have choice, and I think you've made the choice. I don't think that you want to kind of go back to this old energy. You're being very strong. You know what you want. The Emperor card is all the kings put together. It's one of the ultimate masculine energies. So it's very kind of logical and discerning, and it has its emotions very well in check. So, but sometimes we do need to allow our openness and sensitivity to affect moving forward. So if this Emperor energy does sound like yourself, like you are a pretty strong position now, and you're kind of closed off to what you don't want and open to what you do want. Sometimes you might have to let what you don't want make an impression on you in some way to help you move forward. Page of Cups has come out in reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of supporting that idea that you do need to tap into that feminine energy and allow your emotions to kind of creep in when it comes to decision making. Ace of Wands follows it. So you are ready for a passionate new beginning, but Seven of Swords speaks of trickery and deception. So you've been deceived somewhere. So that deception is a problem for you, I feel. You may need to work through it. You may need to open yourself up to understand it, to work through it. I think sometimes we need to understand our hurt to really heal from it. And that can be difficult in itself, but can offer a lot of answers that we may need to move forward. So we have Knight of Wands coming out, and we have Temperance. So, to move into that Knight of Wands that I see you're so eagerly kind of ready and prepared for, just you need to use that patience and that kind of balance between new and old and the now. So really be patient with yourself, be patient with your past, and be patient with your future. Do that introspection, do that self-care, that self-love, take time for yourself. That's what's going to get you to a stage where you're ready to really harness the new beginning. You've got this Nine of Wands coming out. Nine of Wands indicates that you've been carrying a lot yourself, and you do need to share that load and prepare to share that load. I guess the introspection can offer you an indication of what you're carrying and what perhaps you can allow others to carry for you, or just drop altogether. To move into that Ten of Wands is the next step in the cycle, and it's a big load, and you have to carry that for a while. But don't carry things you don't need to carry, and prepare for others to come in and assist you, because we all need assistance in life. We all need someone to support us, and we all need to support someone. I think we can't know what it's like and be able to accept support without being able to give it in some way. At some point, I think whether you're doing it at the same time or you've done it in the past, or you want to be supported now and you'll support in the past, but support's required. Like, we all need it, whether we realize it or not. And we are all being supported in one way or another, but the degrees, I guess, vary, and sometimes we need more support than we're actually allowing it to come in for us. Page of Wands in reverse. So, this beginning is being held back by that kind of lack of clarity in terms of what you're needing to do yourself and what you're needing to make available for others to come in and support you with. Two of Cups. So maybe it's a time to allow something new in. Be reciprocal of something coming in, and be prepared to give and receive. That could be the beginning of moving forward after that introspection, or whilst you're doing that introspection. Queen of Cups, again, it wasn't sure which way it wanted to come out. Queen of Cups is a very loving energy. So whether that's a Queen of Cups that's coming in for you, or you need to be that Queen of Cups, that loving energy, I feel like you need to let that in. There's a lot of love coming in, a lot of emotional support that wants to come in for you. You may need it. If you are that Emperor energy, that masculine energy, whether you're female or male, that's the yin and the yang. You got that masculine, you got that feminine. They're both coming in there, and they both need each other as much as each other. So I'm just going to shuffle one last time, see what comes out for this part of the reading, and then I'll move on to the final Rider-Waite tarot deck. Oh, okay, we've got lots jumping out. Okay, so King of Pentacles. Yeah, look, you're in a good place financially and stability wise, so you just need to, I feel, be supported emotionally. Six of Pentacles. Feel free to give if you're not already giving. If you are giving, keep giving, because that's what's going to allow you to take a new perspective, new perspective that's required with this Hanged One. That speaks of new perspectives, or taking a different look at a current situation. King of Wands, that's what's going to allow you to power forward into that Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is there. You just need to embrace that new loving kind of support that is available to you, or will be available to you when you open up and prepare for it. Keep giving if you're not giving, and being generous with what material kind of abundance you've prepared, or whatever material kind of resources you've saved and accumulated. Be prepared to offer them and share them around. Take a new perspective when doing that, whilst doing that, or after doing that. And you'll be ready to take really kind of decisive, intentional action, and the Ten of Pentacles is going to come in for you. Five of Pentacles speaks of being left out in the cold. So if someone is being left out, feeling left out in the cold, don't leave them out in the cold. Or if that's you, change your perspective, because you're in a very good spot. And don't deny yourself of that. And it's only going to get better when you take those actions to allowing others in and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Don't try and do everything yourself. You might be someone who's used to doing everything yourself and it works for you. But if you allow others to come in, that's when you might see that true success that you really kind of need and have worked for so long. And you're being limited to having due to this self-sufficient independence that you've worked to position yourself to embody. I see 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That speaks of holding on to things too tightly. So whatever you have, sometimes we have to give out to get a return, right? We have to invest, we have to take a risk. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't hang on too tight to the things you've worked so hard for so long, because you're going to restrict its growth. The Hermit's come out again. You know, do that introspection. You might be a really strong, mature and independent energy, and that's great. Do the introspection to work out where your strengths lie and where your strengths may be becoming a weakness. Because I feel like I'm speaking to a very well-developed and kind of self-assured and strong kind of personality here. You know, I think we all have our doubts, and our weak spots, and it's good to be aware of that. But essentially, there's a lot of strength in this reading, and if it's resonating for you, then you know, be proud of that strength that you've developed, but don't be afraid to find the weak points and allow others to come in and support those points that where we may need support. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So a new beginning is going to begin in terms of your finances or job or your business or your pursuits. But it is going to require that introspection and that allowance of others to come in. High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very intuitive, a very wise energy. So if you can embody that with the current energy that you're sitting in, you're going to be a very powerful manifester and leader in your pursuits, in your community, in your business, in your profession. So allow others to help refine that intuition. You know, that feminine energy that's jumping all around that kind of wants to come in for you. Embrace that, and that may be what's going to allow you to kind of get to that really kind of powerful, intuitive, creative energy in which the High Priestess sits. You know, that intellectual, wise and quite magical energy. Page of Cups. So yeah, a new creative or emotional, spiritual even, offer will be coming in, or you'll be making that. And yeah, look, I really think that you need to make yourself vulnerable and open to perhaps the more 5D part of life. That's the subconscious, that's the spiritual, that's the, you know, that kind of beyond the 3D anyway, which speaks of material and physical type things. Be open for that, because it's going to bring in a lot of success for you. I feel like in career and also personally in relationships, romantic relationships, friends, family, colleagues, employees, employers. 7 of Pentacles. You've done a lot of work for a long time, and just don't be afraid to stop and just sit and appreciate what you have, and allow those others to come in and help nurture the resources that you've put together. You can put them to work in a better way with the collaboration of the right people, and taking some new perspectives to to looking after and growing your returns from a lot of hard work. Seven of Wands is coming in. I feel like that you're not being this way, but you have had people kind of fighting for the things that you work so hard for, and you felt like perhaps you're trying to protect something that's trying to be taken from you. I think you're ready to kind of give up that idea because you realize that you're kind of wise enough and savvy enough to know how to preserve what you have, and that too much energy doing that is only going to hold you back and prevent good things coming in. So yeah, you've worked hard and you've defended what you've worked hard for. Don't be afraid to let go a little bit and be a bit more relaxed with taking some risks. I'll just take one more card or whatever pops out next for you, just to close the reading. Okay, so the Ace of Wands has come out in reverse. A lot of reverse cards. So look, I feel that there is action that's going to be taken by you, but you do need to be open to working with others and loosening your grip on what you've been working hard on for so long. Take some time for yourself. Take some time for yourself and others. So take time with others, doing the things you enjoy, and just taking the foot off the gas a little bit. And that's what's going to allow someone else to come in and put their foot on the gas for you and take more of a cooperative and collaborative approach to getting success in the next chapter of your life and the next kind of, I guess, phase of pursuing a pursuit. So that's the reading. If you've liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to contact me for a personal or private reading if this reading's resonated with you, or you'd like to kind of get a personalized reading that can provide some answers to situations that you may be dealing with. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And I will get back to you with another video as soon as I can. Thank you, and bye for now.